Okay. Been a long time since I actually tried any programming. I dare say decades. Interesting. Okay. Let's try this. Joy of programming, software engineering.
We are not looking back, not looking back. It's so
Let me see if I can get this to work, because it's... Yeah, it should be capturing, but it is not. Just trying to get the bugs worked out. Yeah. So if I switch to this, does it help? No, it did not. See if we can catch up. Oh yeah, that looks like the music is coming through now at least. Oop. Alright. So let's see what's wrong with the game capture that it's not captured. Come on. Properties. Capture any full screen. Capture specific window. See if we can find it. Aha. There we go. I guess it's not full screen. Okay. That's looking better now. Okay. Noisy. Play and test a beta map before it is added to the main page. Options. Well, what options do we have? Windows. Ah, that's why, because it's not full screen. Let's switch to performance. 60, that works. Is that on or off? Well, we'll have to see if we start getting some chunkiness. It'll be from my CPU, not from the GPU. Okay. Audio. Let's drop that music going a little bit. Oof. Drop that to 80. Special effects, we can leave out. Sure, ambient, we'll leave it. Game, yeah, sure. English. Controls. Mouse lock, mouse invert, edge scrolling. Look sensitivity, that works. Speed up, speed down, switch view mode. Alt B. Mutant C, sprint up, sprint, jump, well. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Python was invented by Guido van Rossum in 1991. Surprisingly, it is older than Java. Controls: pan the camera with left or move the mouse to the edge of the screen. Rotate the camera. Hold the right mouse button and move the mouse. Zoom the camera by scrolling the mouse wheel. Okay, so what do we got? Goals. No coding yet. Deliver. Click the delivery container. Delivery container. Entities of the delivery container. Deliver, open door, closed door. I'm inside. Is door closed? Get is door closed. Okay. Returns the number of objects currently inside the delivery box. Container equals delivery container dot first bracket. Is empty equals container. Get I'm inside. Okay, so that was the shift click to copy the code from the tooltip. Okay. Or is it the other click? Well, I'm trying. Conveyor belt. Is transporting 1, current speed 0. Yeah, but where do you put it? Open the delivery door. Increase the belt speed to greater than 0. Okay, I'm starting to get this. Wait for the box to arrive. Close the door. Deliver the box. Okay. It's showing you the code as you click on things. Interesting. Python is an interpreted programming language. Well, yes, the interpreter converts Python to machine code at runtime. Okay. So it's not like when we were figuring out how to do machine code programming in high school. Let's use Python to automate what you did in the first tutorial. Start the conveyor belt, open the door, wait for the barrel to arrive, close the door, deliver. Open the code window for this tutorial. The code is already complete. This one starts with a pound, meaning comments. Nice. Next 2 lines are always required, but can be ignored for the time being. From PyJob import. SimEnvironment.connect. Variable pointing to the conveyor belt. So we say conv equals conveyor belt.find, so that should be looking at what's on the conveyor belt, I guess. Set the speed of the conveyor belt. Positive values are forwards, negatives are backwards. Set target speed 1.5. Feel free to increase this. So if we go here, we could go. We could do that. Variable pointing to the delivery container. Container equals delivery container. Find. So it's looking at the delivery container. So we have a variable conveyor belt and container. Open the delivery door and wait a few seconds for the barrel to arrive. So container, open door, sleep 18. After 18 seconds, the barrel should have arrived. Then close the door. Then wait until it's completely shut. It takes about 7 seconds. barrel inside to the container. Container, deliver. Okay, read the code and try to see that it will repeat the steps you executed manually in the first tutorial. It's perfectly fine if you do not understand all the details. Run the code once you're ready. Okay, so then you go run. Initialize Python. Wait for the barrel to arrive. Okay. And there it goes. Boom. Now it's going to close the door. After 7 seconds. Well, this is a clever tutorial. Next is just conveyor belt. You can use Control-C and Control-V in the code editor to copy and paste. Ah, nice. Watch or skip the introduction video. Print hello world. Yeah, that's what we used to do in BASIC. And that's it, sorry. Hey, that's a good start. So it can Okay. Okay, can you do both? All right, let's see. Okay. Code. Sign starts with a pound, meaning get comment. From PyUp import, sim environment connect. Print hello world to the screen. Print hello world. Wait for 1 second. Sleep for 1 second. Variable conveyor pointing to the conveyor belt. Equals conveyor belt find. Enter conveyor belt. Set the speed positive, negative, 0 means stop. Okay. So that one, we'll just change the code to set the conveyor's target speed to less than 0 and then run the code. Okay. And then run. Oh, wait for the barrel to drop on the floor. Oh, well then. That should speed up quite a bit. To less than 0, then run the code. Hello world, conveyor belt. Change to 0.2. Hello world. -2. Okay. Oop. Change the code so that it's at 0. Okay. run the code. And it will go hello world again. Okay. The code is almost complete. Read it carefully line by line. Change the code to set the conveyor's target speed to less than 0. No, to greater than 0. That's because I didn't read correctly. I did have it. So stop. Ugh. Hello world. Let's throw the barrel off the end. Wait for the barrel to drop to the floor. Oof. Scroll, control scroll mouse wheel to change the font size. Yeah. Before loop. Oh. All right. Ezra Joseph, hey, doing? Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I've had to switch from, what's it called? The Twitch app, because, well, it just doesn't work anymore. So, just had a few minutes, thought I'd try out this programming game. But yes, I am here. One in range, 100. For, okay. Inside note the indentation, we increment our current value of S with the current value of I. So it starts with 0, and we plus 1. Just keeps adding up. It'll end when it hits 100. At which point S will have been incremented by each of the values. Yep. Happy coding. Okay, let's have a look. Watch or skip. Try the time control buttons in the lower right corner to reset, speed up, or slow down the simulation. Okay. So, slow down. Where's slow down? Reset. Okay. Perks. Python keywords. If conditionals. Enable the use of if-else branching constructs in all your Python scripts. Highly recommended. Oh, you have to spend your points. A for loop. Enable use of for loop constructs in all of your Python scripts. List data structure. Advanced. Set data structure. Tuple. Enable the use of to create an immutable sequence of objects. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but ifs. Oh, there we go. And for exponents. Eh. I'm not sure what these are, so let's grab a couple of them. Okay. Code. Enter this sim environment. Find all conveyor belts and save them in a list. All conveyors equals conveyor belt. Find all bracket. Iterate all conveyors with a for loop. Unlock from perks menu. For conv in all cons. For conveyor belt in all cons. Print name of each conveyor belt. Print. Okay, so if we run it, what do we see? Conveyor belt 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, there's the fire. So, set target speed of each conveyor belt to 5 in the next line. Oh, right, we have to stop the script. Now we'll reset that. Okay. So then how did we set the speed? Okay. So we want the, looks like conveyor belt to 5. Okay. So then we want shift click to copy code from tooltip. Shift click. No, I didn't want to get current speed. No. That's conveyor belt 13. So conveyor belt 7. Okay. Let's see what happens. That's funny. Toppled on the side. Oop. We got a nice tire fire going and we need to burn some stuff. Add one line of Python code within the for loop to start all conveyor belts to move the spawn boxes along the conveyor line. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how it works. Could be just too many boxes were stuck together. I wouldn't let it turn the corner, maybe. Yeah, that's what it was. Recycling. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we can okay. Interesting. You can close the window while the code is running. This will not stop the execution. Box and barrel. Click to continue. Okay. If. Yes. If thens. Smart speaker. Change sound to demo playlist. Import random a random.random. If a is less than 0.5, print heads, else print tails. Interesting. Yeah. Take a variable, give it a. We draw a continuous uniform random number between 0 and 1. Branch the code execution. Yeah. If it's less than print heads. Otherwise, it prints tails. Uh-huh. So you don't need a else function there. It will simply ignore the next command I'm taking if a is not less than 0.5. So you don't actually have to add an else. Select the laser rangefinder to learn more about it. Rangefinder 0, distance, RFID tag, box. Oh, hello. Returns the tag of the entity currently hit by this rangefinder. Returns empty string if nothing is hit or target has no tag. Scanner equals rangefinder first. Tag equals scanner dot get RFID tag bracket. If tag is box, print it's a box. Else if tag is not empty, print it is a plus tag. Move 5 rails to container on the right, move 5 boxes to the container on the left. Okay. Check out the code. So it starts the Python, get reference to conveyor belt equals conv equals conveyor belt. Get reference to the rangefinder, scanner equals rangefinder. while it's running, add your code within this loop. Mind the indentation. Hint. Use variable conf to control. Use variable scanner to control rangefinder. Read the RFID tag scanned by the scanner. Tag equals. If the tag is box, so that would be if tag. Do I have to put it in quotes? How do we set the conveyor speed again? Ah. That gets the current speed. Set target speed. Ah. Then if conveyor is transporting. Okay. Set target speed. Set. Yeah, just brackets on. Okay. Set target speed. Okay, add your code within this loop. Mind the indentation. Yeah, so that will take it out of the loop. Well, let's see what happens. VLC. Syntax error expected. Oh! Okay. Expected. So that's what it's looking for? If tag. Indentation. What? Line 18. What? Oh, expected. Yeah. Okay. That's what I expected the code one. Try that. No. Unexpected indent. Really? Okay. Oh, what happens? Line 19, if tag equals box. Maybe it went equals. Ah, so it is a double equals. Oof. Just learning new languages. Do. Now what happens? Invalid syntax. Line 20. Oof. Obviously, I am set target speed. Yeah, I don't get this shift click thing because it doesn't do anything. Nope. Oh, hello. Okay, what did I just do? Oh, it took the whole thing. And stuck it in there. Tag is box at conveyor target speed backwards. Get first conveyor and the current level. Conveyor belt first. Check if it's transporting. Else. Set target speed. Oh, see what happens. No. Line 23. Indentation. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's expected that. Imagine you'll expect that there too. Oh, see what happens. Invalid syntax. What's this one? Oh yeah, nice. Conveyor belt with the variable belt speed for transporting objects. Can move forward or backwards. Also has a sensor to check if it's transporting any objects. So what's this one give us? Conveyor belt with variable belt speed for... Okay, I thought it was gonna... Yes, get is transporting. Come on. If that's true, returns true if the belt is transporting something. Okay, so that just moves it if it's transporting something. But I need to see if it's a box. Tag scanner, get RFID tag. If the tag is box, set conveyor target speed backwards. Get first conveyor, the current lever. Current level. Okay, conveyor belt first. So what does this return? Is it transporting? Then I would need to add so that's transporting, but that doesn't tell us what it's transporting. So if we have a nested if tag Okay. Then that needs... So if it's true, then it does this. We already know it's transporting. Because if that's true, then it does this if. Else if it's not, so stop moving. But we know it's transporting. So... and then the else. No, don't want you to be back there. You need to be there. Okay, so it should work to just go. Let's see what happens. Okay. Seems to work. Ta-da! Okay. Got a barrel sorter. And last box. Okay then. Huh. Interesting. Oof. Click machines in the 3D view to see details about their sensors and actuators. Mouse. Hover these for tooltips with example usage. Which is really good because drop off the boxes in front or behind the conveyor belts. You may activate at most 2 conveyor belts. Interesting. Okay, so what code do we got? Iterate all conveyor belts. Check each belt if it is transporting something or not, and then set up the speed. If and only if that is true. Clean up and close code. Okay. Okay, you can build a little script. I see. Oh. So there was a loop. Oof. Assistant. No, I didn't want to. Okay. Okay. I see. That's funny. No. Start typing in to see suggestion of questions you can ask. Narrow it down with useful search terms and select one of the predefined questions. Okay. I don't even know how to ask the initial questions. Start typing to see a suggestion of questions you can ask. No doubt you are. Oof. Well, it will be a really good game once I figure out the basics. It's been a long time since I did any kind of programming. And it seems to be set up quite well in that if your syntax is wrong, it just doesn't work, which is exactly like programs work. But now I can't figure out how to close this tutorial thing here. I just want to, oh, there we go. Turn it off. Foo. Because there was a loop you could do, and I can't even remember how to do the loops. Oof, that was minutes ago now. I'm not sure what that does. Okay. That just found it, I guess. I believe you that it's a really good game. That would be, I think it will be, if I understood any Python code. High school was the last time that I really did any kind of programming, and let's just say that was 5 years before Python came around. So it's been a while. Oof. What do we got here? Module entity classes. Okay. Eek. Oh wow, that just gives me a whole list of arguments, and it's got all the bits and pieces. I'm going to have to read through and practice writing things out, I think, by hand, actually. I like to have the pages of what I was working on sort of spread out so that I can actually quickly look over and reference what I've already done. Because here, yes, I did see the code for doing a loop for discovering all of the conveyors and giving them all other names. But yeah, oof. Been at this for almost an hour now, and it does seem like fun. Oh, hello, what are you? Smart speaker. Yeah, you can change the volume. Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Oh, this has it so you can build like, it looks like you can, in the end, be able to build quite a bit on the simulation floor. Because, yeah, you need a, let me just think, need a loop to assign a name or whatever to each conveyor. And each conveyor, check if they have any load on them. Then have a variable so that it goes through the conveyors and activates a conveyor if it has something on it, and if it doesn't, skips it, but it only increments the variable if it's got 2, or if up to 2, and after it has activated 2, it stops activating conveyors. But it needs to continually loop and check to see if if a conveyor that was loaded has become unloaded, and then turn it off. So yeah, combine and use what you learned. It's like, yeah, but I never entered the code. You already had it there for me. So the syntax and everything, unless you have a really good memory, it won't be there. I can't really reference it that easily. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I didn't save any scripts, so opens your browser, so a solution with full explanation. Well, that's handy too. Let's have a quick look at that. It's a video.
Drinking warm water before bed balances blood sugar levels and reverses type 2.
YouTube ad, lovely.
In this tutorial, you are once again tasked with dropping 2 boxes off of these conveyor belts. Now this tutorial level poses 2 main challenges. One, you're only supposed or only allowed to activate 2 conveyor belts, so at most 2 of these conveyor belts, not all of them. And when you look at the code for this level for the very first time, it is empty. So you are supposed to write the whole code for this level yourself.
Yes, I noticed.
The comments here do give you some hints what you are supposed to do, but let's look at the problem straight ahead. And I'm sure all of you can solve this level manually, right? You're supposed to drop now these two boxes of those conveyor belts, and you're only supposed to activate the conveyor belts, well, that need to be activated. Well, you simply look which conveyor belt has a box, this one and this one, and you would simply set the target speed of these two conveyor belts greater than 0, and the level is solved. So here the problem is not really, well, solving the problem itself, but rather translating this problem understanding into Python code. So this is the challenge here. When you look at the conveyor belt, you can see right here that it has a sensor that tells you if it is transporting something or not. So this conveyor belt is transporting something, and this one is transporting something.
It's capturing the
And
audio.
here you also see the Python code, how you could use this in code. And in contrast, a conveyor belt like this one that is empty says is transporting 0. So you do have all the information you need to formulate this algorithm in a little code.
If you remember
so let's do
the
just
code.
that.
If you remember the syntax and the commands.
Since we don't know which conveyor belt is transporting something from the get-go, we need to check all the conveyor belts and only activate those that actually are transporting something. So first, we need a list of all conveyor belts. And if you recall, I think 2 tutorials before, where you had to activate this whole range of conveyor belts, there is the function called findAll. So if you select the conveyor belt class, press a dot, then you will see the option of findAll. If you mouse over it, it will tell you as much. It will get all the entities of the current type. That's exactly what we need. It is a function, so we need to invoke it, meaning a closed bracket behind it, and then we will have a list of conveyor belts. So in this list, you will have references to all these 2, 4, 6, 7 conveyor belts that are currently in this level. Next, we need to check each conveyor belt individually. Now, this is the loop structure again from tutorials before. So you say for, doesn't matter how you call this variable, for conf in all confs. So this is a loop that will iterate through each and every one of these conveyor belts, one after the other. And now we can check if the conveyor belt we are currently looking at, we don't know which one it will be in the first iteration or the second, but it doesn't matter. We know that all 7 will be checked. The order in which they are checked is not really important here. And we see already what we are looking for. The sensor that tells us if something is on top of the conveyor belt or not. Well, and if something is transporting, if the conveyor belt has a box on top, so it can't be anything other than the box, then we can activate the conveyor belt. So again, we take a variable conf, and we say, you know this from the previous levels, set target speed to its maximum of 5. We don't need to deactivate any conveyor belts, we only need to run this code once, because it's not a continuous process like in the previous level. There are only 2 boxes, we're supposed to drop them off, and then the level is complete. So this code need not run in some kind of while loop, just this once. Okay, so let's see if it works and run the code.
Really?
And you see exactly the 2 conveyor belts that needed activating were activated.
From brief to build. Discover dozens of AI tools on Wix Studio, the platform.
You had to activate this whole range of conveyor belts.
All conveyors, okay. Yeah, I think I need to just take a break. My head's full. For the moment, anyway. Oof. Yeah, do them in a, oh, we don't need to check and see. It's like, what? It's like, oh, right, because it's only dropping, there's only 2 boxes. And I guess I was thinking because of the previous ones, it's like, well, when you set it so that it's, because you could then build it so it checks, only activates 2. That would be the challenging part. And then you could also set it so that, oh, there is no sensor. I was going to say if there was a sensor on each of them, then you could send boxes one side, barrels or something else the other way, or all that kind of stuff. But I'm beyond what I can pull out of my head at this point, so I know I'm not learning. If I actually were to just type the code he's got there, I'm not thinking it's going to stick very well, so. So I think for now we'll have to call that done. But it does look like it's a pretty neat game. Like I said, it's been a long time since I did programming. Oof. All right. Goodness, been here over an hour now. Time to move on. I do have to go to the store still and get some goodies for the week ahead. So everybody have a good evening, and yeah, we'll talk to you later.